This is Valley News Live at 10.
If your kids go to school in Fargo, the district has a warning for you. There's been a nationwide data breach that could include your child's student information. It involves an online assessment platform that the district uses called Ames Web. The school district is part of a breach that affected more than 13,000 schools. The information shared includes students' first name, last name, date of birth, and student ID number. There's no other personal information affected in the breach, and there's no evidence that any data accessed has been misused. Now, letters and emails have been sent to parents and guardians in the district, and it says that the platform linked to the breach is offering free credit monitoring services. If you're interested in learning more about this option, we have a phone number and email address on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com. Fargo is showing some signs of a big city problem. Depending on where you are and the time of day, a form of gridlock can leave a motorist frustrated and going at a snail's pace. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard explains the computer software that's being used to try and ease the pain.
Nobody's lollygagging here. Lots of traffic.
It's intersections like 45th Street and 32nd Avenue South, especially during the morning and afternoon drive times, that are creating headaches for anyone behind the wheel.
Getting very crowded, especially during rush hour traffic.
Even if you're in a hurry, there's no reason to block traffic.
What they're talking about is gridlock, or a growing form of it in Fargo.
I wouldn't say gridlock. I don't think Fargo really has much for gridlock.
Whether it's gridlock, inconsiderate drivers, or slower than usual lights changing at intersections, we didn't find too many people chuckling as they weave their way from one point to the other.
I think it's inconsiderate. You should stop behind the bike path and just wait till it's your turn to go green. You start inching out there, you're blocking everybody waiting to get that shot at a turn. That's a little inconsiderate.
As far as the street lights, after public outcry, police in the city looked into the timing issue.
There's only so much you can do with the signal, and the road can only handle so many cars.
Gordon says he doesn't think it's an issue. He watches each light from a software system on his computer. It's the construction nearby that's dumping the flow to big intersections. The city of Fargo and Fargo police say now it's your turn to be courteous, patient, and to not be that person that stops in the middle of the intersection. In Fargo, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
And keep this in mind as you're driving. If you're blocking traffic, police could pull you over and give you a $20 ticket. We now know the names of two people in jail after leading authorities on a pursuit near Detroit Lakes. 28-year-old Jeremy Bromley of Belle Plaine, Minnesota, and 24-year-old Jennifer Gilland of Minneapolis were taken into custody. It started around 10 this morning when a Fish and Wildlife officer noticed a couple fishing on the Tamarack Refuge with license plates that didn't match their vehicle. Well, the couple ran, and after an extensive search, a canine helped catch them. Numerous suspected stolen items were located in the vehicle, along with stolen firearms. Police are asking for your help identifying the person on your screen right now. If you have any information, call the West Fargo Police Department's tip line. The phone number is 701-433-5333. The headache surrounding summertime construction projects in our area might be lingering longer than you thought. Once the work is done, there's a case of paying for the projects. And in most situations around here, it involves special assessments. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer did some digging and is here to tell us what this might mean for your wallet. Melanie?
Mike, we brought you countless stories this summer about road work and other construction. One of the larger projects this summer is along 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. The city tells me they will not be assessing this project until the work is done, which won't be this fall. When we ask for a dollar amount people might be paying in specials, all they could say right now is that it would be a 20-year assessment. Another big project is the storm sewer lift station modification in the Osgood neighborhood. Again, when we asked about specials, all we got was it would be assessed at a penny a square foot or less, which they say is not expected to be a significant cost. Over in West Fargo, residents living along the Cheyenne Street roadwork will be facing an estimated special assessment of about $2,500 to $3,500, again over a 25-year period. I also asked whether someone living close to Cheyenne and 52nd Street could be assessed for both projects. An official with West Fargo said nobody will be billed for more than one segment. Unless you own property that is more than 2 acres, you could be charged for multiple units for the segment that they are in. Bottom line, if you live near any of these projects, you might want to put away a little extra in savings to pay for the specials that will most likely come up sometime next year. Mike?
All right, thanks, Melanie. The city of West Fargo and Fargo allow you to check the estimated cost for specials depending on the project and where you live. You can find a link to that on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com. Also, the city of Fargo is holding a special assessment hearing coming up. That's going to be happening on Thursday, September 19th at 9 a.m. It'll be at Fargo City Hall. We have a warning for you, parents, tonight as the kids are heading back to school. Taking a back-to-school picture can be a great way to make memories and document the achievements of your children. However, it can also present a real danger. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly explains the do's and don'ts of posting these types of photos online.
Walking into another year of school can be an exciting time, so many parents head straight to Facebook or Instagram ready to show off their little one.
Yes, we want to share in milestones of our children. Yes, we want to rejoice at them growing up and being members of our society. Unfortunately, we do need to be cognizant of the amount of information that we put out there.
A trend circulating on social media is posting a back-to-school photo with things like the child's age, teacher's name, and other fun facts. But police say sharing this type of information about your child can lead to unwanted dangers.
The more information that you have out there about a child, the easier it is for someone to make a connection with that child. Be able to identify the child by name, their favorite color, their favorite subject, who their teacher is, where they go to school, their address, parent's name, and make that child believe that they've met before.
Zimmel says people shouldn't shy away from posting pictures and memories, but recommends keeping any sort of identifying information out of the post, including your child's name.
We teach our children to be safe, to be aware of strangers, to be cautious about conversing with someone that they don't know. And we want to make sure that we don't provide them the information for a stranger to convince a child that they're not a stranger.
Officials say at the end of the day, those Instagram likes are not worth risking your child's safety. In Grand Forks, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
For more back-to-school safety tips, visit our website, valleynewslive.com. Teachers are preparing their classrooms for another school year, and while they get reimbursed for some items, the bill usually exceeds what they'll get back. In New Salem, North Dakota, teachers there receive $50 per student to use throughout the year. Those we spoke with today say that disappears rather quickly.
We have some students that can't afford to bring all the supplies, so then we need to have extra in our rooms to cover that, because you don't want a student to feel left out or that they didn't have what they need.
State lawmakers voted down a bill this year that would have reimbursed teachers up to $200 for supplies. There's a push to making walking and biking to school safer for Fargo students. The district has put out these kind of maps highlighting the safer routes for kids to take when heading to school. It says not only can walking or biking to school improve student health, but it can also cut down on traffic. Tonight, a chilling reminder of the edge that we all live on, especially for police who, in this era of more frequent mass shootings, find themselves more inclined to take every threat seriously. A new video out tonight vividly illustrating the consequences of making threats in a time of zero tolerance. Pete Williams has the details.
He's under arrest currently for making a threat to cause a mass shooting / act of terrorism.
But he's just a little kid playing a video game.
These Volusia County, Florida sheriff's deputies have come to arrest a 15-year-old for threatening to shoot up his school. Investigators say on a gaming site he vowed to bring his father's M15 to school and kill 7 people at a minimum. The boy's mother says it was just a joke.
He's still a little boy, and he's not one of the crazy people out there doing stuff. He would never do anything like that anyway.
We don't know. We don't know.
No, but I know. And I know.
We can't take risks, and we can't say, all right, we trust that this guy's not going to do it, and then it happens, and then we say, well, we had the chance.
The boy faces charges in juvenile court. Another sign of zero tolerance came just last week in Fresno, where police arrested a 15-year-old girl, accusing her of posting this image on Snapchat, a photo of guns for sale at the Walmart, and a message, "Don't come to school tomorrow." Police say she admitted posting it, but had no satisfactory explanation for why.
We take these issues very seriously. We cannot play around with student safety in any measure. It's the one thing that we have to keep sacrosanct in our community.
And in yet another threat case, the FBI arrested a 35-year-old Maryland man, Eric Lynn, accusing him of sending over 100 threatening messages to a Miami woman. Court documents say he praised Hitler and threatened to kill Hispanics.
With children coming back to school, police say that they have to take every threat seriously because they have no idea what the person posting it is capable of doing. And they say they're worried about copycats.
All right, here is a look outdoors. We're very quiet tonight. We've cleared out nicely after our morning rumblings of weather, including large hail, a lot of rain, and some wind damage caused around the region. It is 61 degrees now. Dew point still in the mid-50s as we take a look at our wind. 3 miles per hour, still with a little northerly component to it from the west-northwest. 57 in Devil's Lake, 58 Grand Forks, 57 in Bedetta as well, and a cool 54 for Babe the Blue Ox in Bemidji. Right now, Fergus Falls is at 61 degrees. As we take a look at the dew point temperature, this is the temperature we cool the air to for it to become saturated. And well, it's as cold as we can make the air at any given moment. So where you see 40s for dew points, that's drier air, and it will cool a little more. That's where we'll have the best chance at seeing some 40-degree readings. Thunderstorms started around 11 o'clock in Devil's Lake, worked their way through the Red River Valley and close to the FM area, particularly Norman County, Becker County, Mahnomen County. Some damaging wind reports out there and a lot of photos of hail. Thanks for sharing all those with us. No noisy weather tonight, a full night's rest, and if you leave the windows open, you may notice a chill as temperatures will be in the 40s in northern Minnesota and the northeastern quadrant of North Dakota, including Grand Forks. Here in Fargo, I think we dip down to 49 degrees as well, holding near 50 down south and a chance for some areas to see some patchy fog. Tomorrow, a big difference with wind. We won't see nearly as much of it. No thunderstorms either to start out our day. But by midday, we'll start to see some clouds encroaching into northern Minnesota, a chance for a few spotty sprinkles. But other than that, that's about it. So the main difference, big difference in the winds and the precipitation. It looks like a dry day, but the north winds will continue, not as strong, and that'll continue to usher drier and drier air into the area. So that means cool nights the next couple of nights, including tonight. 49 is how you start your day out when you're stepping out the door on your way to work. And then for the afternoon, expect temperatures in the mid-40s. So about the same temperatures as we saw today, but the lack of wind will make it maybe feel a little more pleasant outdoors. 66 tomorrow afternoon up in the Roseau area and Lake of the Woods, Bemidji 67. Detroit Lakes joining those areas in the 60s. We'll have low 70s to mid 70s across most of eastern North Dakota. Here's another fabulous shot of the storms as they move through West Fargo. Kelly capturing these undulatus asperatus clouds. See the wavy motion to them as those thunderstorms burp out their winds and cold air. It causes some waves in the atmosphere. And those clouds allow us to see the waves. Temperatures not much warmer again on Thursday. In fact, morning temperatures in the north, 1 or 2 locations may dip into the upper 30s. Fargo 46, 75 for your afternoon high. After that, the dry weather's gone. Friday night, a few thunder showers. Saturday and Sunday, though, Mike, looking a little better chance for more widespread rain across the region as temperatures will be 70 to 80 degrees and the rain continues into early next week.
We've had a lot of rain.
Yeah, and it continues.
All right, thanks. Coming up next on Valley News Live 10 at 10, the rewards of quitting smoking, the impact it can have on your chances for heart disease.